Hey guys, how you doing? My name is Lena. Welcome back to another video. So today we're going to talk about the last two books for the Obsidian book club where we read dark fantasy. If you want to join, please just do it. The invite for the Discord is just always linked down below, so feel free to join. But I've been procrastinating on this. So we're going to talk about the first two books. The first one was Nettle and Bone, and the second one was the Maleficent Seven. This we read for June, and this we read for July, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, this month we'll be reading Prince of Fools by Mark Lawrence. It won the poll for this month, so again, feel free to join. So Nettle and Bone, this was weird because I thought I was going to really like this. I heard previously before reading it that it was really good, that it was horror fantasy, and it's just like that subgenre I just love. But the thing is, I don't think this met those expectations. So basically in this one we're going to follow Mara, and the thing is, her sister was married to this guy and he's an abuser, so she decides to kill him, and she's seeking for ways to do it, basically because his family is kind of unkillable, to say something. But the thing is, I thought it was going to be more horror and dark fantasy, but it actually felt more like a dark fairy tale. And you might be thinking, well, those are the fucking same. But no, there's always this kind of eerie vibe with fairy tales and retellings in general. I don't know how to explain it properly, but it's just like, it has that that feeling, it's like a story. Like a story that is going to end like pretty well, usually. Or it's going to have like this meaning at the end. I don't know, it's weird. I don't know how to explain it, but it's not the same for me. And for what I gathered from the rest of the people in the Discord that have read it, it wasn't also the same for them. So there were a lot of mixed reviews for this book. Some people really liked it because of those aspects, like a super dark fairy tale. And some other people were just like, okay, I want more horror elements, which is where I landed, basically. I just wanted more horror in general from this book, like something being tagged as horror fantasy. I don't know, I felt like some things were missing here and there. Overall, I will say that I enjoy it, but the main character, I just didn't realize she was actually like older than me. I thought she was a teenager completely, and apparently someone in the Discord pointed out that she's actually like an not old, but she's actually like a grown-ass woman. And I was just like, wait, what? In what moment? Completely slipped my mind. Like, the way she behaves completely felt like not the protagonist of a YA novel, but definitely someone younger. So, I don't know. That was really weird, but her behavior sometimes felt really annoying. She's very innocent. She has always been like kept in this kind of convent. So it makes sense, but at the same time, she's just a bit annoying sometimes. And yeah, her actions don't really feel like her age. But if you take into account the fact that she's been like kind of locked up her entire life, yeah, I get it. But it's still it bothered me a bit. So I don't know, mixed feelings about that. I do have to say that the plot is fairly interesting. Like you jump around from different places trying to find these things for this kind of I cannot remember the word, so I'm just going to say like magic spell basically. And I don't know, I think that kind of the companions were enjoyable. It was like an overall enjoyable read, but I don't think it's a book that I'm going to visit again. Like, I don't think this has like that readability potential for me. A book that has like a similar vibe to it is the, oh my god, House of Salt and Sorrows. I think they have like the same eerie dark fairy tale vibe, but still, I much prefer the atmosphere from that other book, because that author is just so good. Erin A. Craig, she's just so good at doing atmospheres in general. Like, her newest book was super great. Like, the atmosphere was just present all the time. So yeah, it has like that same vibe, but I don't think it did it that well. So in a way, I really enjoyed it because the story is well plotted. It's just like a good like start and finish. That's it. But I don't know, something was amiss for me here. Maybe probably because my own expectations. But I don't know. I ended up giving this one a 3.5 out of 5 stars. obviously it's a good book. If you are interested, just try it. But yeah, overall the average score for everyone in the Discord was just like 3-4 stars. I can only think about one person that gave it 5 stars and another one I think he gave it 2. So yeah, very mixed feelings. But yeah, overall, if you're looking for a dark fairy tale, definitely check this one out. So the other book that we read last month was The Maleficent Seven by Cameron Jensen. The thing is, I've already talked about this book in this channel because it was one of my favorites for last year, and I thought it was great, and I thought a lot of people will enjoy it, and it was actually the opposite. I found like very distinct opinions. Like most people that started reading it first were just like, yeah, this is great, I love the characters, and then the rest were just like, okay, I didn't like it. What? I don't know. So many mixed reviews on the Discord. I was just like suffering because I feel like I was the only one that really loved this one. And upon rereading it, I still love it. Basically in this one, you're going to follow Black Heron. The thing is, she used to be the commander of this army and she decided to abandon the war. She disappeared and obviously the war was lost. And now, several years later, this army that they were fighting first is coming back, is taking over the whole land. So Black Heron just decides to gather her previous like commanders and just basically defeat them. And the thing is, each of the commanders is just like, we have like a pirate queen, a necromancer, a ogre, like an orc, a vampire. We have a human that is basically fucking insane. We have like a demigod, and I love it. I love that. I love following the bad guys. They are very basically anti-heroes, and I just love this story. I do have to say that I agree with most of the people, because it's very split like in 2 parts. The first half of this book is just assembling the whole group basically. So our necromancer is just going here and there, collecting all these different commanders. So yeah, the pacing is just very slow. You're just basically meeting the characters, and then after that middle part, after that middle point, you get into the action and the war, and that's great, and it's more like fast-paced. But I don't know, the beginning always felt like super fast-paced for me, because hear me out, I love the assembling the cast part. Maybe I should have mentioned that first, but I just love that in general. Whenever you have a movie and they have to gather like a team of misfits, I just fucking love the presentations. I just love that so much. So probably why I like this book also that much. But my favorite character is Lorimer. He is a vampire lord, and he's just the fucking best. He's just the fucking best. The rest, they are all like fucking evil. Especially Black Heron and the Necromancer, like both of them are just so fucking full of shit. But the rest are pretty much okay. The orc I really like. Also the demigod, he's just like a bit of an asshole at first, but then you're just like, okay, he's not that bad. But the rest, no, they're just like pieces of shit. I love Lorimer. That's all I need to know. But yeah, overall, I still really like this one. I gave it the same rating, 4.5. I don't think it's a 5-star read because it's not perfect, but definitely one of my favorites. I don't know. It's just like a super like cool, let's just read. And I don't know, it doesn't have like an open ending, but we could have a sequel. And I would love to have a sequel. I know that this is a very unpopular opinion, but I don't know. I would just love a sequel because some of my favorite characters are still in here, and I'm just like, yes, please, give me more. So I don't know. I wish we had, but as far as I know, it's just a standalone, so it won't happen. But still, I fucking wish it did. But yeah, I think for now, this is the more like mixed review book in the Discord. A lot of people gave it like 2 or 3 stars. Very few of us were like in the top. But yeah, I mean, I understand. A lot of people are just like more character-driven readers. And even though we have like, I feel like our flesh out characters, I understand that if you're just like a character-driven reader, they might not be enough for you. Completely get that. I still love it though. I cannot help it. But yeah, as I told you at the beginning, we are reading The Prince of Fools, so feel free to join. And if you have read any of these 2 books, please just let me know down below. Also, if you have any like recommendations for the monthly picks for the poll, also let me know down in the comments below. It has to be dark fantasy, please. A lot of people are recommending just fantasy. And I'm just like, no, dark fantasy. But as always, I will see you in the next one. Bye.